Alright, so here I got another battle against some dude from Small Gun Wi-Fi. I'm sure most of you saw my little fire red playing through thingy, and I've already got all that shit uploaded. I just need to know how often you guys would like to see the parts uploaded. I probably don't want to do one every day, even though I could do that. But I'm probably thinking maybe at the most frequently one every other day. But even that seems like a little too much. Anyway, here's this battle. Let me know what the fuck you guys think about that in the end. So, I'm using this team that Rematch gave me a long ass time ago. I have not played in this meta game since Genesect got banned, since before Genesect got banned, so I don't really know what the fuck is happening. All I remember is that Genesect kind of wrecked this team, so I figured I might as well try it now that he's gone and see how the fuck it does. So, it's got a Polytoad, and it's not really a rain team though, because it really only benefits Azumarill, so I really don't care if I win the weather war or not. The other dude, he's pretty much he has a sand team, and sand pretty much always works the same way. Sand isn't really ever needed, but it's just there to keep other weather away. So yeah. So looking at his team, he's got like 5 things that could take Tyranitar. No, not really 5. He's got Scizor, Tyranitar, and Jirachi. 3. So half of his team counters my Latios. So I figured might as well lead with it. Actually, that's not what I figured. I was thinking he would probably predict me to lead with Polytoad or my Mamoswine, so he'd lead with Rotom, since Polytoad would get a rain and Mamoswine would be able to counter his Latios and his Tyranitar, since I'd be able to Earthquake that bitch and pretty much kill it off. So I kind of figured he would lead off with Rotom. So I'm just gonna lead off with my Latios just to try to get off some offensive pressure on him right off the bat, and that's exactly what he does. So I figured he would switch to something, but maybe he'd stay in the off chance that he's a Scarf Rotom and maybe he'd be fearing the trick from me. So I just fired off a Draco Meteor, and that does quite a bit of damage. I knew it wouldn't kill, but I'm not really complaining, since like I said, he does have 3 pokes, which will take like 20% from the Draco. So I don't care. I already got off some big damage on that Rotom, which could be annoying since it could come in on my Mamoswine, take some Ice Shards and shit. Now he goes to this Tyranitar. I don't really mind, since I've already got off the big damage. Here, I know I'm going to either force him to pursue or get up his Stealth Rock, make a choice. In any case, if he decides to get up his rocks, then my Latios lives on to see another day, which I really don't see the point of that, or wouldn't really be that useful to me is what I meant to say, because like I said, half of his team wants the fuck out of Latios. So he decides to kill it off. I really don't care. He's not going to be able to get up rocks unless he wants to take a close combat to the face, or maybe he's focus sashed, I don't know, but clearly he's not since he switched out. So I figured he would switch to his own Latios, which is why I went for the crunch. And he brings in Jirachi, which, I don't know, I guess is kind of dumb, but he doesn't really have too much to take a close combat anyway. So, defense drop there didn't matter, because I calculated it would have easily win it KO'd after the +2. So Jirachi doesn't do shit the whole battle. Now I'm going to go into my Ferrothorn, which is pretty much the only thing that wants to take Earthquake, because my Latios, which is the only flyer, already got Pursuit Trap, so fuck it. Now, I figured he would go to Rotom, but for some reason I assumed that Leechy and Sandstorm would be able to kill off the Rotom. So now here I'm thinking he's either going to rest, but then I see leftovers. So I'm thinking he's more than likely going to Pain Split. So I was like, fuck. Because Ferrothorn kind of puts in work against his team. Nothing on his team really minds it besides the Scizor. So Scizor could probably try to come in here and set up on me. So I thought what I was going to need to do is set up a Leech Seed on his Scizor as he sets up a Swords Dance. And then switch to Polytoad, and then switch to a bunch of shit. But yeah, that was the plan. But he ends up burning me, which is now going to allow his Garchomp to pretty much come in here for free and fire off some Earthquakes, since Gyro Ball is not going to be doing enough to kill him. And I believe Earthquake is like a 2-hit KO after the burn damage and all that shit. So yeah, he goes to this Scizor now. I don't really know what he's going to do, but I figured he's probably going to Superpower. And I don't really have nothing to take that either, so I was like, fuck it, Polytoad, let's go in here. Polytoad's not really going to do too much. Well, I figured it wouldn't do too much because he does have the Latios still. So he gets a crit, which mattered a little, because I'm pretty sure I would have lived unless he got like super max damage. but I don't really care. This is gonna allow me to go to my Lucario, force him to sack something or bring in his Latios and risk getting crunched, which I've already seen that I do. Fuck. I've already shown him that I do carry the crunch. So yeah, T-Tar dies, he won the weather war. I don't give a fuck. I didn't need the weather anyway. So now he's gonna go back into this Garchomp. Like I said, nothing wants to take an Earthquake, so I'm gonna go into Ferrothorn. Basically as fodder, but I was kind of hoping that maybe for some reason I'd be able to live 2 consecutive Earthquakes and fire off a Leech Seed on that bitch, so that I could bring in my Azumarill and get off some health or make him switch or something. But he gets a crit, so now my shit dies. I'm gonna go into Mamoswine, and this was a very, very easy choice for me because there was no way he wants to get his fucking Garchomp Ice Shard in the face. He's only got one thing that isn't hit super effectively by my ice moves, so I figured he would just do the very obvious move and switch to Scizor, which is exactly what he does. And now his Scizor kind of fucking got wrecked because it does not appreciate an Earthquake at all. He's able to live, but as you saw there, I can easily finish him off with the Ice Shard the next turn. So now he's either gonna go into Garchomp. I do have a very large chance of one hit KOing him after the Stealth Rock damage, so he's not gonna go into Latios here, which knows he could take a fucking Ice Shard, but it doesn't matter because even if he kills my shit off, which he did, I got Lucario with some priority going on here, and now his final poke is a Garchomp. So yeah, fuck, my fucking brain died right there. Extreme Speed is gonna fucking kill him. And no, it's not gonna kill him. It's gonna do enough damage so where that yeah, Ice Punch is easily gonna be able to kill him off. I was kind of hoping to bring him into range where I could hit Aqua Jet because I didn't want to risk him getting a crit, but at that range, Aqua Jet's not gonna do enough, so I'm gonna be forced to risk another crit and hit him with the Ice Punch. Luckily, he doesn't get a crit, so I end up winning. So yeah, like I said, that stupid little playthrough shit. Tell me how often you guys want to see those videos. Like I said, every day is not an option, but yeah, whatever. Also, I uploaded part 2, but nobody watched that, or maybe you did, or maybe nobody wants to watch it. But in any case, I'm gonna leave a link for that in the description, and that should be it. So comment, rate, all that shit. I'm out.